campers. So let's talk about love, karma, relationships, and the meaning of life, right? Someone a few days ago sent me a video, like this animated video, that was talking about that every time you are intimate with someone, you have a relationship with someone, or are just simply intimate with someone, you are creating an energetic bond with this person, a karmic bond with this person, that stays, and people don't realize that how powerful and how strong that connection is, that is created through the frequency of our bodies, right? The homes of our soul, the sacred temples. And they ask me, is it true? And I responded, it's very true. It's very true, because we, according to divine order, should not be intimate with anyone who isn't our true soul connection. So soulmate, right? I'm not going to mention twin flames. It makes no sense, because people talk about this so much, but in reality it's not even 0.25% of population, so it's a very, very small amount of people, so it makes no sense. But obviously it's either soulmate or a twin soul. So we're only supposed to be in relationships with our soulmates. We're only supposed to be in romantical relationships with our soulmates, right? And the reason we put ourselves in a relationship with karmic partners is because sometimes, yes, we have karma to pay, and we do that unknowingly. But from the moment, and those of us who are aware of how life works, aware of not that this is not according to divine order, you're not supposed to do this. And what I want to mention to you today is I want to start from briefly just explaining why so many people stay in denial. Because most people, they really know, subconsciously on some level, they know, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be having random, intimacy with people that I don't really know. I'm not supposed to be jumping into intimacy so fast. I'm not supposed to be in a relationship with this person. They don't feel like a soulmate. They don't feel like a connection. But their ego silences this voice of soul within, because they're afraid. Because they know that once they realize these things, there's no turning around. That being on your own, healing, celibacy, it's going to be effortless, because you not even want to be in those kind of relationships. You start to understand that they're shallow, that they only create karma, that they only bring lessons, right? So many people suppresses that knowledge, the knowledge of a soul, the wisdom of a soul, because they know that their life will have to end as they know this life, right? Through realizing this, really, through hearing this out loud, through looking in the mirror and saying, this person that I'm with, or I just been with, is not a soulmate. So I am just building karma for myself, nothing else. So why do I do this? And it's scary, because you're going to have to rearrange your life entirely. This is why so many people stay in denial, and they sort of hear these things, but they go out the other year, right? And they never sort of stay and linger. But what's important is that this person asked me, because I said, right, you should not, according to divine order, life of alignment, to live a life of alignment, you should not be with anyone who isn't a soulmate. So this person asked, what if we never meet our soulmate in this lifetime? And that's a very important question. But the answer is, what if? So what? You have to understand that the meaning of life, from a perspective of eternal soul, one supreme consciousness, oneness with the universe, romantic encounters are not what we're here for. Yes, it's beautiful. Love is beautiful. And I teach love. I teach alignment. I teach divine union, right? And love is beautiful. I love love. I am a goddess of love. I am a healer of love. I love love. But it's not why we come here. It's not the ultimate objective. People get it all wrong. So let's ask that question again. What if we don't meet our soulmate this lifetime? What if? We can still learn. We can still grow. We can still thrive. We can still be fulfilled. We can still be happy. And if you cannot alchemize these emotions within yourself, I guarantee you will never be aligned with a higher soulmate. You will never reach that ultimate, beautiful, divine union that you can have with your soulmate. Because for as long as you're looking outside of yourself to be happy, you will never find this happiness. It will always be flaky. It will always be something that goes in and out. It's dependent on the other person. Right? So what if my universal truth, and you know that I teach this if you come to me in sessions, I share this with you. My universal truth is that if we live a life of alignment, there is a soulmate on our highest, most aligned timeline always. But the thing is to reach that highest, most aligned timeline. And to reach that highest, most aligned timeline, we have to go through a journey of healing. We have to release the ego. We have to release the entitlement. We have to release the wanting, the search from outside of ourselves. We have to release the thinking that a universe is some sort of a genie in a bottle and you have the right to have demands. You are the universe. You are the universe. Ultimately, you can get all you want. But the thing is that because you are universe, you know what is best for you. So for as long as you're entitled and you look outside of yourself, you're not going to get these things because you, as the universe, is trying to teach you that they don't matter. Abundance, love, soulmates, it all should be a byproduct of us finding a way back home towards ourselves. So for as long as you cannot sit peacefully with the thought that you will not meet that soulmate perhaps in this lifetime, but what's most important to you is to be aligned with divine order, with truths of life, with truths of universe. So you will live in celibacy. You will not give away the most beautiful gift that you received, your body, your time, your energy in this physical world, to some random person, just not to feel lonely. As long as you're not able to sit in this place and say, I am ready to live the rest of my days in celibacy on my own, learning to alchemize love, fulfillment, joy on my own because I am enough. I've connected to my soul enough to understand that I am here for lessons. I am here for growth. I am here for adventure, not to have love. I am love. I am love. As long as you don't embody that, you are not in alignment. You are not in alignment. So, food for thought. I know it's hard. That's why it won't resonate with many people. That's why messages like this don't only reach and resonate with people who are truly ready. So it resonates with you. It's because you know that it's time for you to accept that truth. We're not here just to have a romantic love, right? Life is about so much more. And if you don't learn this in this lifetime, they're going to hit you in another. Okay? So I love to hear your thoughts. I love to hear your fears. What is it that you really fear? What is it that you're still seeking outside of yourself? And yeah, what if? What if we don't find it? So what? Because ultimately, all that you need can be found within yourself.